What is the angle of depression? The angle of depression is simply the angle formed from a height to the ground level, or the angle formed from the top of a building or from the top of a place to the ground floor is referred to as the angle of depression. For instance, if this is our angle theta, which means we have an observer here, and this is the ground level, which is the viewpoint. Now, the angle from a height, let's assume this is the top of a building. So if this is the top of a building, this is a building, and this is the top of the building. The angle formed from the top of this building to the ground floor, which is this angle, exterior angle here, is our angle of depression. However, using the alternate angle, which is from this line to this line to this line, the alternate angle formed, which is the angle of depression here, is equal to the angle here, which is theta 1. The exterior angle formed here is equal to the interior angle from the height of the building to the viewpoint. So this angle theta is referred to as an angle of depression, whereas theta 1 is also the angle of depression using the alternate angles. Alternate angle, the angle formed in a Z shape. Angle theta is equal to angle theta 1, the alternate angle. Let's check out some examples on angle of depression. From the top of a building, the angle of depression of a point on a ground is 37 degrees. Calculate the height of the building if the point is 33 meters away from the foot of the building. From the top of a building, let this be the top of our building. Let this be the building. Let's label it A, B. The A is the end point, which is the top point, and B is the floor point. Now, from the top of a building, the angle of depression of a point on the ground is 37 degrees. From the top, from the top of a building, the angle of depression is 37 degrees. So this is 37 degree angle of depression from the top to the ground. Now, depression of a point on the ground. So if the angle of depression is 37 degrees from the top of a building, also from the ground, also, we'll have in here to be 37 degrees, which is the alternate angle formed from AB. And let this point be C. If the angle of depression is 37 degrees, which is the angle facing the ground is 37 degrees, the alternate angle formed is also 37 degrees, which is the interior angle of triangle ABC. Calculate the height of the building. This is our building, so this is the height of the building. If the point if the point is 33 meters away from the foot of the building. This is the point, which is the viewpoint, and this is the foot of the building, which is the ground level of the building. This is the height, this is the foot of the building, and the distance between the foot of the building and the point is 33 meters. We are looking for height. So using SOHCAHTOA, opposite and adjacent, which is tan A. So we say tan 37 degrees is equal to opposite over adjacent. And of course, opposite is H over adjacent is 33. Therefore, tan 37 degree will now give us H over 33. Cross multiplying to make H subject formula, we have H to be equal to 33 multiplied by tan 37 degrees. Therefore, H is equal to 33 times, what is tan 37 degree? Tan 37 degree is 0.7536. Therefore, H will now be 33 meters times 0.7536. That makes H to be, when you multiply 33 times 0.7536, you get 24.87. Now, our height is in meters because we are looking for the height, so we'll have it in meters. So the height of a building whose angle of depression is 37 degrees is 24.87 meters. Hello viewers, have you subscribed to this page yet? What are you waiting for? Please, if you have not done so, kindly hit the subscribe button now. And also, kindly click on the like button if you find this video educative. Thank you. The angle of depression of 2 points A and B in front of a building. Angle of depression of 2 points A and B. We are dealing with 2 points and 2 angles from the top of a building that is 27.2 meter high. A building that is 27.2 meter high, 27.2 meter high, let the top of the building be point and let the foot be point Q. And we have 2 angles and 2 points. So 2 points from the top of the building, let the first point be A and let the second point be B. And you're told that the point A and B are in front of the building, A and B. Now the angles formed are 48 degrees and 42 degrees, which is angle of depression from the top of the building the angle formed are 48, which is 48 for point A, from the top to point A, 48, and 42 from the top to point B. Now, The angle on A is 48 degrees, which is the alternate angle from PAQ. PAQ. To get it, which is the alternate angle formed, which is the angle formed here, which is 48, and the alternate angle here is also 48. So angle A is 48 degrees. Also, PBQ, 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 the alternate angle formed from P to B, is 42. So angle B is also 42. However, we are asked to calculate the distance between A and B. A and B, distance AB, let's call it X, and distance AQ, let's call it Y. And the overall distance, which is from B to Q, we are not given. Let's call it distance BQ. So to find the distance AB, we'll use SOHCAHTOA, which is the trig ratio. So, however, from here, let's get the total distance BQ. Let's find total distance BQ. Total distance BQ will be gotten from angle 42 degrees, because angle 42 covers length BQ. We'll say opposite over adjacent, which is TOA, tan 42 degrees, which is opposite over adjacent. And opposite is the height, which is 27.2 meter, over adjacent, let's call it BQ. So tan 42 will now be 27.2 over BQ. Now cross multiplying, we'll have BQ tan 42 to be 27.2. Therefore, making BQ subject formula, by dividing both sides by tan 42, we'll have BQ to be 27.2 meters over tan 42. So BQ will be equal to 27.2 divided by tan 42. So we'll have 27.2 over tan 42 is simply 0.9004. So when we divide 27.2 by 0.9004, we get 30.21 meters, which means the length BQ, all the length that covers from B to the foot of the building, is 30.2. Also, let's find length Y, which is length AQ. To get length AQ, which is represented by Y, let's find length Y using trig ratio and using angle 48, because 48 degree is the angle that covers length AQ. We say tan 48 degrees is equal to opposite over adjacent, which is 27.2 meters over Y. That makes Y also to be 27.2 meters over tan 48 degrees. So Y will now be 27.2 meters over, what is the value for tan 48 degrees? And tan 48 degrees is 1.1106. So if we divide 27.2 by 1.1106, we'll get our value for Y to be 24.49 meters. So we've gotten Y. and we've gotten all the lengths. So to get x, which is part of BQ, length is part of BQ, and also x plus y is equal to BQ. Length x plus length y is equal to length BQ. So to get length x, we make x subject formula. That makes x to be equal to BQ minus length y. So x will now be, what is our length BQ? Length BQ is 30.21 minus length y. What is our length y? Our length y is 24.49, which is, when we add length AB and AQ, we get length BQ, which is length x plus length y gives us length BQ. So since we are looking for part of length BQ and we have the other part, we simply subtract this other part from the total length to get length x. So if we subtract 30.21 minus 24.49, our x will now be equal to 5.72 meters, which is, distance AB is 5.72 meters. Hello viewers, I hope you've learned from this. Please don't forget to hit the like and the subscribe button. As you do so, you get first-hand notification on any educative post I'll be making. And also, you will also be helping me to promote my YouTube page. So please, kindly promote my YouTube page and also learn from the video. Thank you. And don't forget to also like the video if you find it educative.